Well, hi everyone, and welcome to today's Topical Tuesday. Today is February 7th, and we have welcomed our friends from the Palm Beach County Library. So glad to see so many of you here. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Keep your microphones muted unless we ask you to unmute. And with that, I am going to have Stephanie stop sharing, and I'm going to turn it over to our friends from the Palm Beach County Library System. They will introduce themselves to you, and away we go.
I'll go first. I'm Amanda Wolf, and I work in the collection development department at the library, and I am in charge of the digital media services, which is basically our ebooks, e-audiobooks. We have e-magazines and music. So I'm just going to go over those four with you. The first one that we use the most is Cloud Library. That is our main ebook and e-audiobook platform.
Hey, Amanda, do you have
Yes.
slides that you wanted to share?
No, my PowerPoint
That's okay.
decided to act up today, so
No worries. I just
didn't
wanted to
have
make
time
sure.
to fix it.
No
Sorry.
worries. That's okay.
So Cloud Library is our main service that we have for the ebooks and the audiobooks. I should preface everything by saying you can access all of this stuff with a valid, active Palm Beach County Library card number. So that's all you would need is your library card number. So Cloud Library is our main ebook and e-audiobook platform that has the newest titles, the New York Times bestsellers. Yeah, those are the main. They have back issues of authors and stuff, but for the newest stuff, you want to use Cloud Library. Each card holder gets 7 checkouts total and 7 holds. So those are your max amounts. So if you have 6 things checked out, you can check out another thing. If you wanted to check out an 8th thing, you'd have to return something. So it's like a rolling checkout, and same with the holds. If you have 5 holds, as soon as the hold goes away, you can add another hold on. Everything is borrowed for 21 days total. For the e-books and the e-audiobooks in Cloud Library, they automatically return on the due dates. You will get an option for a renewal if there are no holds on the title. I should also mention, electronic copies of books are exactly like regular books. We have to buy the number of copies we would, just like we would physical copies. So that's why there are also holds for ebooks and e-audiobooks in Cloud Library. So you get 21 days, but if there's no holds on it, you can renew, and you will see a renew option next to the title, and then you can just renew the book, and that will give you an additional 21 days. You can access Cloud Library through a computer, or there's an app. All of the things I'm mentioning, we have an app for. So it's the same idea, as long as you have a library card number, and if you want to download the apps to your phone or tablet, you can do that through your device's app store. And they can also be accessed through the computer if you want to do it that way as well. Trying to think if there's anything else for Cloud Library. I'm going to move on to Hoopla. Hoopla is another digital media service that we have that's also got ebooks and e-audiobooks. But in addition to that, it has movies, TV shows, and comics. So you can use Hoopla for multitude of things. However, Hoopla's ebooks and e-audiobooks aren't always the newest, which is kind of why I was mentioning that for Cloud Library. They have the newest, the New York Times and stuff like that. But Hoopla has a lot of titles in there, but they're sometimes older. But they do have like back issues of authors, older titles of popular authors that you might be interested in. Hoopla is the only one that's kind of different in that you have to create an account using your library card number, but you're just going to create an account. The username is an email address, and then you would create a password. The rest of them, it's just your library card number. Hoopla is a little different because that you get 20 checkouts for the month. So if you've used all 20 checkouts by the middle of the month, you do have to wait until the next month starts for your checkouts to reset. So each month you get a new set of 20 checkouts, and they don't roll over. So if you don't use them all, it doesn't add for the next one. So yes, Hoopla has ebooks, audiobooks, and like I said, movies, TV, and comics, and they're all, oh, somebody's got it up. That's nice. So yeah, if you click under the browse up at the top, that's where you'll see you have different options and stuff. Like I said, the ebooks, the movies, and music. And then there's also binge passes, which I like to point out. These are like a larger checkout. They're only a 7-day checkout, but you get access to great courses. You can do several things in one. They also have like a magazine subscription there, so you have access to several magazines. So, and there's a lot of kids stuff in here, which is they've been adding kids stuff recently. So that's nice to know that exists. And like I said, that just counts as one checkout, but you get it for 7 days, and you have access to a lot of stuff just with that one checkout. I think that's pretty much everything for Hoopla. I'm going to move on to Freegal. Freegal is our music service, so kind of like a Spotify. You can stream for, we have unlimited streaming daily, so you can access Freegal and just create playlists and do some streaming. But what's really nice about Freegal is you can download songs. You get 5 songs a week, and you can download each song and keep that song forever. So like you can see Adele there down at the bottom. You can get her whole album in just a couple of weeks just by downloading 5 songs at a time. You can get the whole album, and you can keep it forever. There's nobody's going to come after you. It's all legal. So that's what's really nice about Freegal. In addition to the unlimited streaming, you get those 5 downloads a week. And again, this is all you need is your library card number to log in. And this also has an app. So if you wanted to do it not on the computer, if you wanted to do it on your phone, you can download the app as well. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything crazy. Nope, I think that's... Oh, I should say the 5 songs that you get per week, it resets at Monday at midnight. So basically download over the weekend, and then you have to wait till the next week, wait till Monday to do another 5, but you get 5 a week. I think that's mostly all for Freegal. And then the last one I want to mention is Flipster. And Flipster is our digital magazines. So here again, you can access this via the computer, or there is an app that you can download. And I can't remember the number off the top of my head. We have well over 100 different titles in Flipster. Let's say 150, but don't quote me on that. And there's no limit to the number that you can read and check out at a time. Some publishers do set an expiration date, so it will return when that expiration date gets hit, but most don't. So you can keep them for as long as you need, most of them. And like I said, you don't have like a maximum. You can check out several magazines at once. And this is another one, I'm not sure if I mentioned, that also has an app, so you can download it if you want to a device or a tablet or something like that. And again, you can also access this if you're in the library. You can access all of these as well on a computer. That's pretty much all of the 4 that I was going to go over. The other random thing I'm going to say is you also have access with your library card number to our online resources or databases, which would include like consumer reports, Novelist, which is really nice because that can help you find like read-alike authors, read-alike books. There's a kids version and an adult version of Novelist. And again, all of that, you just need your library card number to access, and you can do that from home if you want. That's all I have.
Okay, I guess I can jump in as the next library person. I do have slides. I don't know. Do I just take control? You're on mute, Lisa. I see your mouth moving.
Oh, sorry. Just click the square with the arrow at the bottom, and then you can share.
Okay. All right. You see my slides?
We can see your slides.
Okay. All right. So I am Jennifer Gallagher. I'm from the Palm Beach County Library Systems Information Technology Division. Getting all kinds of like little windows here. So I'm gonna, okay. There we go. And I am the Library Training and Technical Assistance Supervisor. And what that means is I train the public service staff on the software that we use. But Lindsay asked me to come today and talk about library cards. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a geeky adventure. I like video games. This is kind of old school, but I thought it would be kind of fun here. So today, even though the library offers all kinds of cool adventures, today our quest is going to be getting a library card. And if you're really excited by the things that Amanda talked about, and you don't have a library card, this is where you're going to start. Okay, so let's go. Who can get a library card and who is eligible for a library card? All residents of the Palm Beach County Library District or the library cooperative. So not everyone in Palm Beach County, that we have a special taxing district, but a good percentage of Palm Beach County is eligible for a library card. All students and children birth through 12th grade attending a Palm Beach County school or living in Palm Beach County, and that's anywhere in the county. So any of your students who do not currently have a library card are eligible for one. And all employees of the Palm Beach County School District or other recognized K through 12 institution are all eligible for a library card. So if you haven't got one, let's go ahead and get you equipped. What do you need to get a library card? You'll need a valid photo ID, something with your proof of residential address. So if you have a driver's license or state ID and it has your address on it, that's all you need. And you need an application. If you live outside the library district or the library cooperative, or even outside the county, as a Palm Beach County school district employee, you can also use your photo ID or proof of employment from your employment to get a library card with us. If for some reason you do not have proof of your residential address, please go ahead and contact any of our locations to discuss your personal situation, and a staff member will be able to determine what options are available for you. So if for some reason you don't have that proof of residential address, don't let that stop you. All right. You're going to fill out an application. Printed applications are available in all of our locations, and printable versions are available online on our website. We offer adult and child applications available in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole. We do normally have online registration, but our online applications are currently being revamped and will hopefully be available again in the next couple of months. But right now, printed applications are the way to go. If for some reason you can't fill out a printed application, please visit any of our locations and they will assist you in getting you registered without filling out that printed application. You'll still need your photo ID and your proof of residency in general. All right. Once you've filled out your application, you're going to visit any of our locations with your required documentation and a completed form to be issued a card. Once our online form is back online, you'll also be able to make an appointment virtually to register for a card without visiting any of our locations. If you get a card during a virtual appointment, it's a digital only code. So if you want a physical card, you will still need to visit any of our locations. For members who, or members who wish to be members rather, who are homebound and cannot come into the library, we do also offer a books by mail service, and you can contact them directly to register for that. And that's anyone who cannot visit a library due to physical disability, long-term illness, or a lack of transportation. Materials can be requested by phone, telephone, or electronically. And those readers can actually request readers advisory assistance over the phone and titles from any of our sources. We also offer outreach options. Many of you may be teachers and want to or able to schedule a visit to one of our locations, or you may want to host an event where we come to you and do library card signups. If you're interested in those kind of things, or having one of our librarians come out and talk to your class about what goes on at the library, please reach out to your local branch and staff will be happy to set that up with you. And of course, once you have your library card, you can go ahead and use it right away. All the things that Amanda was talking about are, of course, available to you the minute you have your library card, as well as physical items and other resources. And most of our library cards are valid for 5 years. So that is a pretty awesome way to access all of that cool stuff. I'll just throw in, here is our library homepage. If you click on the More button on the upper left or right-hand side, and it'll take you down to the bottom of the page, we have a link here for getting a library card. Okay. And this is where our the details of who gets a free library card are, as well as the link for our online library card application, which is down, and our printable applications. And I can go ahead and throw this link into your chat, I think. Maybe, possibly. Did it not copy? There we go. And that's it for me.
Is there one more presenter? I don't know. Amanda, was there anyone else that was presenting from the library today?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Jennifer and Amanda?
We were late on you today, Bill.
If you've got questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat. You can unmute your mic.
Look at the crates we got.
Go ahead, Tempe.
I have a quick question. It's Tempe. My school is currently located in between 3 of your branches, and my kids are scattered amongst all 3. Like, there's not one closest to us. What do you recommend if I have users at multiple branches?
For channel 1.
Oops, sorry.
So if you have users at separate branches, that's fine. I mean, it's the same card for all of our locations.
Yeah, I know that. My question is, I would just like to work closely with one branch, and I wish there was like just one that was closest to our school. It's just hard because I have kids that go to the Lantana one, and then I have kids that go to, West Boynton, and so they're all over the place. So I guess I just need to just pick one and work with that one, right?
I would pick a branch, work with them, and then let your students know that there are other locations if they're closer to them.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And there was a question in the chat. Do parents need to sign off for student library cards? And yes, anyone under 15 would need a parent or guardian to sign for the card. We have had school visits and daycare visits where the teacher has acquired or printed off copies of the applications and sent them home with the child. With a prearranged visit, we can accept photocopies of the parent's ID, but that is a prearranged visit and you would set that up with the library location.
Gotcha. So elementary, anyone could do a field trip to the library.
Yeah, we just recommend giving us a heads up. And if you come in without anyone knowing and you just have a stack of 30 applications, we're going to go, we're not prepared for this. So I would definitely touch base with your location beforehand so we know to have an appropriate number of staff on hand. And you know, in some cases, we may be able to give you that stack of applications ahead of time so that you don't have to run off the copies.
That's fantastic. And I love that it's 15. In previous years, we've had some issues with Cephalin cards where kids couldn't get their card. Is that new that it got lowered to 15?
So we changed the adult age limit to 16. I want to say January. We've had a lot of changes. So yeah, you shouldn't encounter the same issues with the Cephalin cards anymore now that our adult age limit's back to 16.
Fantastic. So that's really important for our high school librarians to know when they're sending their kids with Cephalin cards.
Yeah, it smoothed things out considerably.
I bet it did. That's fantastic. Any other questions that they can answer for you today?
I had a question about my kids are on the east side, and they also go to the Mandel Public Library. I had a question about coverage area in the sense of, are they eligible to get county public library cards even though they live in the Mandel City of West Palm Beach area?
So that's kind of a tricky question. The Mandel Public Library will issue cards to anyone who visits, works in, or plays in Palm Beach County, specifically West Palm. Some of those children, well, actually, let me rephrase. All of the children are eligible for a free card. Parents may or may not be eligible depending on where they live in that service area. Okay. People living on the island of Palm Beach, Manalapan, those really, really eastern areas with the nice water view are probably not eligible for a free adult card. Okay. It just depends, and without specific addresses, I can't give you detailed information. But it just depends. But all the children will be eligible for a free card as long as it's in Palm Beach County or they're attending a Palm Beach County school.
Okay.
Perfect. And then we had a question that said, would you please repeat the information on the prearranged meetings? And are we able to print the applications for students to take home for their parent or guardian signatures?
Okay. So you can arrange a visit with your class with an individual library. So make sure you contact your library. They may have certain days they prefer or certain procedures they want you to follow. But in general, you can either print the applications yourself or you can come into the library and we can give you a stack of applications. You can take those home for the parents to fill out. They would need to provide a photocopy of their ID with their residential address. And then you and the students would come in on the prearranged date with those filled out applications and staff would process them and give the students their library cards.
So is there a chance that, like, for parent events that you guys can issue library cards at the parent event, or do they have to come into the library?
Many of our locations have been contacted and we come out to whatever event you're having. Obviously, availability is the big key, and we can do registrations right then and there. We bring our laptops and we connect and we issue the cards right at the event.
Fantastic. That's super great for a literacy night, to have the availability of getting your library card right at your school at the event. Any other
Absolutely.
questions?
We want to do that for you.
We appreciate that. We love the partnership. Any other questions that they could answer for you? If not, we're going to just go through a little bit of housekeeping. The end. Thank you so much, Amanda and Jennifer, for joining us today. We are really grateful that you were here and provided us with so much great information, and for being so flexible and making it easier for our kids to get library cards.
Thank you.
All right. If you haven't joined Emma, you may think about joining Emma, although the year is coming to a close. But they are your professional organization, and they are advocating for you each and every day. And we have coming up on April 13th, the EMA Celebration of Media Specialists. It will be from 5 to 7 at the Airport Hilton. You, your principal, your media clerk are all welcome to attend. Invitations will be in the pony soon. And we're super excited about it. It should be a wonderful, wonderful event. Again, continue to tag us. We love seeing everything you're doing. You guys do amazing things each and every day in your libraries, and we love getting a window into your day and seeing the great things that your kids are doing. And your upper leadership is taking note of all of the amazing things that you do. If you are looking for points, just make sure to register in e-learning. Once you hit launch for this, you will be registered, and you can get up to 20 points. You can watch them on video, you can watch them live, and there's only one follow-up document, and it's a super easy way to get 20 points. It's available in the e-learning. And coming up on March 7th, we have a super fun session for you. Our friend Carrie Friday from Brevard County is going to be doing and presenting her dumb debates. And this is a great activity to do in your library, getting kids up and talking about whatever. It's a super fun activity. She presented at FAME. I can't tell you how many people came up to me and said, you have to have Carrie Friday. So Carrie is going to join us on March 7th to talk about dumb debates. With that, we're going to say have a great afternoon, and we will see you soon.